evening, everyone, and thanks very much for having us here in Luxembourg. My name is Mike Slitz from South Africa, and I'm going to tell you about uKheshe. And we're on the wrong slide. And how uKheshe is driving financial inclusion through payments. In South Africa, currently, there are over 20 million people that are unemployed. They estimate that there's over 5 million survivalist entrepreneurs who every single day they're hitting the streets, they're hustling to be able to earn a living. Some of these people earn less than 100 euros per month. You and I are both in the formal economy. We have bank accounts, we have debit and credit cards, we have the ability to be able to make digital payments. In Africa, over 70% of the economy is still traded in cash. How do you bridge the divide between the people in the formal economy and people in the informal economy? Through our partnership with MasterCard, we've come up with a way. Let me introduce you to Tapelo. Tapelo is not formally employed. Tapelo sells newspapers on a Sunday. During the week, he does odd jobs and gets paid for cash. As you can see from the video, he can't make a sale because he can only accept cash. Tapelo heard about uKheshe, went into his local retail store. He didn't have to go to a bank. He didn't have to sign complicated forms to get a POS machine. He didn't have to do anything like that. He simply takes the card off the shelf, goes through to the teller and pays less than €1 for the card. He can then verify his identity via either WhatsApp or via our app or our agents that are in the field. Once his identity is verified, that opens up his e-wallet and merchant account. He can then use that e-wallet and merchant account to both deposit cash as well as withdraw cash with tokens in over 10,000 tellers and ATMs around the country. Tapelo can now pay merchants. So he can go, for example, and pay a taxi driver, a shop owner, or send money back to his family, friends, very simply. And he receives an SMS, or the merchant receives an SMS each time that a transaction takes place to ensure that the funds are there and they are safe. Tapelo's business has now been booming. He's actually doubled the amount of turnover as a result of being able to accept digital payments through our interoperable banking apps. So what do? We believe that the payment ecosystem is the Trojan horse to be able to give greater financial inclusion into Africa. Our business model is actually centered around insurance products, loan products, bill payments, etc., and not through the financial transactions themselves, because it is a race to zero. Currently, our competitors deal in a tier up from where we do. So if we take, for example, Zapper and Yoko, you need either a POS device, a handheld device. Alternatively, it's a QR-based code that you scan. But all of those transactions, all of those people require a bank account to be able to trade, whereas with uKheshe you don't. Who are we? There's 4 of us. We have over 80 years of experience in both the telco and Fintech environments. And we've incubated and successfully exited a number of tech startups. 300,000 wallets in. We've got 19,000 fully KYC'd merchants who are active on our platform currently in South Africa. In terms of expansion, we've expanded with our partners, both Nedbank and MasterCard, and I see it's cut off, but anyway. And the red dots are where we currently have active opportunities. Those active opportunities are pretty far down in the conversations, and we expect to be able to close a couple within the next couple of months. What we're looking for is we're looking for €3 million to be able to expand in South Africa on our B2C play, as well as expand into the rest of Africa B2B.